Okay, Earth signs. Hi, welcome. My name is B. Just in case if you're new here, you don't know who I am. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. So it is Friday, meaning it is Venus Day, October the 18th. So I wanted to do some what is coming your way messages, but this is going to be for my super single Earth sign placements. Okay, so Taurus, Venus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and I mean single as a Pringle. I mean single as in I'm not fucking with my baby daddy no more, baby mama. I don't have no sneaky link. I don't have no crushes. Nobody is texting my phone. Okay, it is just me, myself, and I. I go to work. I go home. Okay, that's it. That's all. So, if you do not fit into that criteria, feel free to stick around, I guess, just to see if there's some messages for you. But don't say I didn't warn you that this isn't for the super singles. Yeah. So, like, share, subscribe, leave some comments if this resonated, I guess. Um, check down below in the description box if you need to find me on any other platforms or if you just want to book a personal reading with me. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into why we're really here. Is this burning my... No? It's not. Let's get into why we're here. I just wanted to make sure I check on my cinnamon. I could sage in between. Give me one card. Okay. That was fast. You needn't worry. You needn't worry, Earth signs. Okay? It says there's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. Big sillies. Um, He Loves Me by Jill Scott is starting to play. So I think that is very on brand. Yeah. We're all they're all just learning how to show it. So that actually makes me feel really good. I like that card. Bottom of the deck card here, we do have all there is to love has been there all along. When you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown. You so rock. So you're growing. Let's start there. You're growing and you're healing yourself. So when it comes to love, even if you are single, whether or not people love you isn't the staple. But it's definitely giving the people who already love you or the people who are meant to love you might not necessarily know how to show it. Okay. This actually comes from your growth though. So depending on your growth, depends on how much they're going to show it. Okay. That's almost like a very similar thing to feel like, okay, if you hadn't grown enough to love yourself to set boundaries, then the person that you deal with probably won't honor and respect your boundaries either, right? That don't mean that they don't love you. That just means they're still learning how to do that, right? But that's also going to come with you growing and learning how to do that and establish these things yourself. You do have people that are coming in though, is what I'm kind of getting here. I feel like the growth that needs to be done is being done, Earth signs. So that's why you need not worry. They're just learning how to show it, but it's giving you grown enough to also know how to show people how to love you. You've gotten your boundaries together. You know what it is that you want in a partner. You know how you want your partner to show up. You know how you want your partner to make you feel. You know how you want your partner, how you want to make your partner feel, right? And just like vice versa, how they make you feel, right? All of these things matter to you. All of these matter in the grand scheme of things. So you really don't have anything to worry about, regardless of if you are super single or if you are just technically single but dealing with people, because I have kind of noticed too in between the other videos that, this is kind of mutual. It's not always just single, but it do be given not exclusive. So regardless of where you land, there's nothing to really worry about. Honestly, it's giving just focus on ensuring that people know how to show up when it comes to how to love you, right? And that's something that I'm also still learning. So, it's a process actually. Like, I feel like just to have a little quick little powwow, because it's been so long since I've chatted with y'all. It's actually an interesting process to gradually grow into showing people, or gradually growing into the being the person who shows people how to show up in loving you. Like, I just had a breakthrough with my therapist the other week about how growing up in an environment in my childhood with parents that didn't prioritize me has now caused me to be in a loop where men like me and like want to date me and like want to commit, but then also just don't prioritize the connection and what we're allegedly building. It's like, oh, I want to build a connection with you. Would I like you to be my girlfriend? Absolutely. But I'm kind of just prioritizing over here real quick, and it's like that's fine. But I need you to learn how to prioritize this if we're building something, and that. Don't just prioritize that, but then you want to be building something over here, but then you got to keep putting this on the back burner because you want to keep tending to that. You're gonna have to learn how to tend to all of it, or we just don't need to do this because I deserve to be prioritized in my connections. But it just never dawned on me in all of the things that I'm learning up until almost 27 that like, oh well, yeah, I guess that's another thing too. Like I've taught myself how to vocalize and stand up for what I want and to be courted, you know what I'm saying, and to have niggas know like, no, I do expect a certain level of communication. I do expect a certain level of attention. My love language is quality time, and I learned all of this stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Oop, another thing to add to my bag. I should probably be teaching these niggas to prioritize me too. Right? So it just puts people in position to know how to love you and how to show you that, so that way you can feel it the most received on your end. And again, it's a process, but you don't have anything to worry about. We're going through these lessons so that way we can understand the process, so that way we can get the exact love that it is that we seek and desire. So give us some oracle cards. Well, some more oracle cards for earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, super singles. What do my super single collective need to know? This is interesting to me. I'm sorry I'm quiet. I'm just kind of taking in. This message feels futuristic though. Yeah. It's funny we just talked about boundaries too, right? And then look what's at the bottom of the deck. Can you see it? Is it clear? And up under that, you have proceed with caution. Right? So, okay, let's start here. We have the sacral chakra card. Okay? We have the evil eye card. We have anxiety. We have bullseye. We have synchronicity. And then we have rose colored glasses. Okay, so let's start with a couple of things and then I'll work my way around. So when it comes down to people learning how to show it, learning how to show that they care about you. For a lot of people, earth signs, y'all are going to attract, if you haven't already, attract a lot of people who not only want to sleep with you, but then they really don't like you. They kind of just want to siphon your energy. Or for some of you, they're going to like send you evil eye energy because you're not sleeping with them. Take that for how it resonates. Either someone doesn't like you and then they trying to sleep with you to siphon your energy, or they trying to sleep with you and then they don't like you because you're not trying to sleep with them. Teaching people how to love you, right? And that boundaries, setting those boundaries will also let you weed out the wheat from the chaff. I got this in who else? Air signs, I think, just got a similar message where it was just like, you might meet some people who might be overly sexual, you know what I'm saying? But learning those boundaries, learning how to express, learning how to show people, hey, this makes me feel like this, but if you want to make me feel appreciated, this is how you can do that. Or this makes me feel loved, this makes me feel unloved. Like the more you kind of navigate and can kind of communicate that to people, the more it'll be easier to kind of weed out, okay, so you clearly don't care about me, you know what I'm saying? Because let's put it in perspective, right? Especially because, as said in the card, you've grown. So since we finding love in new places, finding them in the old places ain't even gonna resonate no more. So the same type of game that motherfuckers used to run, trying to get some sex out of you, regardless of your gender or their gender, right? You're gonna already be able to easily identify that, especially as a woman. Now, I can't speak from no man perspective, so if you're a man watching this, I'm sorry. I don't have what y'all have, so I can't speak from y'all perspective. But as a woman, I know it's very easy, especially for myself now, to kind of weed out the bullshit from the real shit. To me, it's something as simple as just your type of communication. At the moment you start talking to me and you don't really inquire about my passions or what I really do for real, you're not really inquired and like, oh, how's your day, or how are you feeling today, or what do you think about this, or what type of dish you like. You real bland. Oh yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So what you doing? Oh yeah, we just got back home from hanging out with my friends. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It becomes very obvious that you really only want one thing, or it becomes very obvious that you're less interested in getting to know me because you just kind of waiting for me to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? It becomes very easy. Or men who, again, talk a lot about physicality without really talking about anything else. At least for me, I know that's another big one. Where it's just like, oh, you just so pretty, or you just look so good, and oh, you just so fine, or I bet you just look so fine, or oh, you just so fine. It's like, that's all you want to talk to me about? I'm not insecure. So constantly telling me how good I look don't mean a motherfucking thing to me, okay? And what else about it? Impress me, do something, entertain me, do a trick or something, like do a magic trick or something, like but telling me on how good I look every 5 seconds is not gonna move me, and it's not gonna get you in my panties. So like, it's just giving you never had a bad bitch before. It's kind of what it's giving. So again, with the growth that you've done, you can very easily, as you begin to show people how to show up for you, it helps you kind of understand too where you stand with them, and it'll kind of help you weed out a lot of anxiety. Now, for a lot of you, this is very much in the futuristic position too, and I'm also intuitively getting, once you finally get this love that you seek in this connection, be very quiet about it, because a lot of people are going to be jealous. A lot of people are going to be very emotionally sensitive, and they're not going to be happy for you. Right. So the same way earth signs, you might be happy for people, and it's like, oh my God, congratulations, you got married, you're having a baby, you got engaged. Oh my God, this is so awesome. Oh my God, he finally proposed. Oh my God, he finally asked you to be his girlfriend. You might have so much love for everybody else, and then when it comes time down for you to get loved on, motherfuckers might get real sensitive. So please be very careful. It's just kind of given, when that person comes, be very careful about who you sharing that with, because people gonna start sending you evil eye, and then you're gonna be in your relationship kind of wondering like, I wonder why I feel like this person gonna think I'm annoying them, and it's like, because somebody else is sending you evil eye about your own connection. I just recently kind of experienced it too, and I thought that I was tripping, but I also just recently experienced it too. Made like this beautiful little thing that I'm rolling out and creating for my business, but I like practice did it for the guy that I like kind of think is cute or whatever that I like. And I was just so excited to show him, and something intuitively came over me and was just like, yep, I'm gonna make him this, and I'm gonna make it like this, and he's gonna love it, and I just know this is gonna be amazing. And bitch, I swear it took like a couple of hours of me being around somebody, and I got home and I was just like, oh my God, he's gonna hate this. And I didn't know where that came from. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna hate this. He's not gonna like this. What if he hates it? What if he thinks this is the worst thing he's ever seen in his life? And I really had to calm myself down and be like, well, bitch, you was just excited yesterday, bitch. Like, what happened? And even as I'm joking with him before I show him, I'm gonna make this quick and get back to the reading. But even before I show him, I'm like telling him like, okay, I brought it so I can show you, but like, if you hate it, you have to swear to me you're gonna tell me that you like hate it. And he was like, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion, but hate is a little crazy. Like, it can't be that bad where I feel like I'ma just hate it. And he actually loved it, like more than I even thought he would. So again, just kind of sharing that to give you an example of what it'll look like, where you might be feeling like, oh my man, I'm just so happy in my connection, and oh, this is just so amazing, and everything is just great. Like, life is just great, bitch. The green is greener than green, bitch. The skies is bluer than usual, bitch. The sun is sunning. I just woke up on my good foot today. Like, bitch, living my life like it's golden. Word is your sky. Right? And then you might go hang out with a homegirl, or hang out with a coworker, or hang out with a friend, or hang out with a family member, and then you might get to feel like, I just feel like my man don't love me the way I love him. It's like, where is this coming from? Whew. Excuse me. It's like, where's this coming from? Where's this coming from? You just felt perfectly fine. You was just I'm walking on sunshine. Oh. And then now today you just feel like, I'm so ugly and he doesn't find me attractive and he's gonna break up with me. It's like, whoa, that's not your energy, right? So please pay very close attention to that. All right. But then also it's giving, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention to the signs also. Be very clear minded. Even if you are currently single, strive to be very clear minded and to very much focus on what's coming in for you, right? How can we prioritize or set some boundaries on, you know what I'm saying, this love? Maybe you move too fast, right? I'm kind of seeing that too with barriers and proceed with caution down at the bottom of the deck. We do have rose colored glasses here. So maybe for some of you earth signs, when you really start liking somebody, maybe y'all just get to moving. It's like, whoa, slow down. Slow down. You know what I'm saying? See these people for who they are. See these things for what they are, right? Focus on, being decisive. Make sure you're taking accountability also. You know what I'm saying? If there's any anxiety or any worry, how are you taking accountability? Have you started telling people how they need to show up for you? Yeah, I don't like when you do that. I don't like when you call me at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, but then when I call you during the day, you don't answer my phone. You don't call me back till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That don't make me feel that don't make me feel loved. I don't like that. I don't like when, you feel me, we get into an argument and then you get to calling me out my name. That don't make me feel loved. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that when you come see me, you don't have no gifts, you don't have no flowers. I don't like that at all. All right? I don't like that when I text you, you take all day to text the fuck back. But then you could be on social media. I don't like that at all. You have to really try to and I've heard this a lot from old heads. You have to really vet them. It's something that the old head's been telling me a lot. You gotta vet these men. Even the older women tell me, yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? You gotta teach him. You gotta teach him. You gotta teach them. As much as we live in a society where we don't want to teach nobody how to love us, you have to teach people how to love you, because what you won't tolerate, the next bitch will. But if you don't let them know, yeah, I'm not going for that shit, how would they ever know that? You think they just don't love you. No, that's not the case. You just gotta show them how to love you. That's just how that is. And it'll also help you see these people for who they are, so that way you won't be naive and get in no situation you don't need to. Now you wasting time because you didn't got yourself in a relationship where you feel like, oh, they just like me so much whole time. No, they just wanted to have sex with you, and they was just really aggressive about it. So you had sex with them, and now you dealing with them, and now you mistaking that for, oh, they like me. No, they don't. All they wanted really was to have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? Or this person wanted to have sex with you and they was jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? They felt like you had a position at their job that they need to have, but they also attracted to you. So now they trying to act like, oh yeah, we fucking, and I just love person watching, or oh yeah, we just so cool and friends with benefits and all of that whole time. They don't really give a fuck about you. But you'll be able to weed that out. You at a point now, y'all have grown to where you know the real shit from the bullshit. Just make sure you follow your intuition. Say no when you need to say no, when you feel like you need to say no. Prioritize what matters to you, what makes you feel loved. Give a fuck about nobody else. What makes you feel loved? Prioritize that. Say no if you don't want to. Set very clear boundaries. This is what I'm willing to do. This is what I'm not willing to do. This is what I expect from this. This is what I don't expect from this. This is my green lights and my list of happy things. This is my list of red flags and deal breakers. You figure out which side of this fence you want to be on with me, because I just laid it out very clear, says earth signs. Capricorn, you're here very heavy. Bottom of the deck, we do have Scorpio. For a lot of you, you're very focused on building your legacy, and that's really good. I feel like that's taking precedent right now in your life, which is really good. Stay there. Focus on your career, focus on your reputation, focus on building that notoriety, that fame, that legacy, or whatever else it is. However, making sure that you're balancing with this moon card, okay? I feel like I constantly have to say it to earth signs, to y'all specifically, that money and love can be friends. Okay, you don't have to have one without the other. You don't have to trope neither. You can have both. Okay, but you have to kind of balance yourself in having both. Okay, focus on your emotions, focus on the femininity part of it, your feelings, right? But then also make sure you get to that bag. Okay. This Saturn and Pisces transit is coming to mind too. You could be affected by it with Neptune and Saturn here. Again, you could maybe have dreams about what it is that you want, but this Saturn is asking you, how are you bringing it into a reality? So yeah, you need it not worry. Yeah, you might want somebody to love you. But again, the reality of the situation is, Earth signs, Capricorns, I'm specifically talking to y'all, is that you have to be able to really do the work for it. Right? So that means, yeah, you might want, oh, I just want this person to love me like this, and then the love like this, and the life like this. And why did that just scare me so bad? A world like this and a life like this and all of these things, right? But then what is the work that you do putting in behind it, right? Are you telling people how to love you? Are you showing people how to love you? Are you setting clear boundaries to say, hey, yeah, I don't like when you talk to me like this. I don't like when you act like this or when you treat me like that, right? I know a Capricorn moon who, I kind of had to kind of push him into it, but as I pushed him, he was a Sagittarius man, so it was very easy for him to kind of take to that where it's like, I don't like when you do that. I don't like when you do that. I don't like when you do this, especially because I can kind of shut down. So even for me, it was very much like, it makes me feel the way when you shut down. I don't like when we have conflict and then you just act like you don't want to talk to me, because then I don't know if you gone forever, if you not fucking with me no more. Like, that's a boundary. I can give you a day to just get your thoughts together, but you don't have 3, 4, 5 days to go get your mind right and then to come back and want to talk to me. Because on day number 5, 4, 5, 6, I'm done thinking about this shit. I've moved on. Right? So what boundaries are you setting to get the relationship that you want? Are you teaching people how to love you? Are you also balancing your own emotions? Right? You got to honor your own emotions too. You can't expect for other people to honor your emotions if you're not honoring them. So how do you feel about shit? What do you feel about shit? Where did they have you fucked up at? Proximity. Was it before or after they said what they said? Was it before or after they put the cup down on the table when the coaster was right there next to it? Which one was it that really kind of set you off? Let them know that. So that way you can honor your emotions, they can honor your emotions, and you can show them how to love you the way that you need to be loved. So that way you will also then be able to see the signs, and then you'll be able to take the rose-colored glasses off. The people that love you and fuck with you gonna honor exactly what you talking about. Oh, my fault. You right. The coaster is right here. I'm sorry. You feel me? Look too fast. I thought I actually put it on the coaster. That's why it's right next to it. I wasn't trying to be a dickhead. It was an honest mistake. I'm sorry, Earth sign. Can you forgive me? I'm sorry for talking to you like that or operating like that. I didn't really think about how it impacted you. But now that you tell me, it is not my intention to want to hurt you or harm you. So I'm sorry, Earth sign. What can I do to fix it? Right? But you have to first kind of honor yourself first. Okay? But be very quiet about this love that's coming in. Because somebody not going to like you about it, but I mean, that's their business and not yours. Thank you again so much for watching this though. If you made it this far in this video, I really do appreciate it. My name is B. Again, just in case if you forgot the first time, like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if this resonated. Okay. Check down below in the description box if you want to book a personal reading. My link for my website and everything else, my other social media platforms, and all of that is there. And I am going to be teaching tarot. Okay, I am going to be teaching tarot. Don't know the day yet. It will be on Patreon. I'm just constantly giving announcements, so can't nobody say I didn't say nothing about nothing. Okay, thank you again so much for tuning into my channel. Until next time, I'm out here. Bye.